Good evening. For the next few minutes, we will roll a scroll of the remaining hostages of October 7th. When it's finished, I will offer a l'chaim, a toast to them. At that time, I'll ask you to stand and raise them high, keep them elevated, while I give the toast, tap, and then taste. Please listen to what I'm about to say, but direct your attention to the screens. As sung by Cantor Burson, Israel's national anthem, Hatikva, literally means the hope. While we sing the lyrics in Hebrew, most of us non-Hebrew speakers rarely stop to think about what they translate to in English. As long as within our hearts the Jewish soul sings, as long as forward to the east to Zion looks the eye, our hope is not yet lost. It is 2,000 years old to be a free people in our land, the land of Zion and Jerusalem. From Pesach to Shavuos, we are now in a period of counting the Omer. The counting takes us from physical redemption on Pesach to spiritual redemption with the giving of the Torah on Shavuos. 2 weeks ago on Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, we remembered the 6 million who perished. 1 week ago on Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day, we reflected on the fallen. It's a day of solemn remembrance, a day to acknowledge the opportunities our people in Israel, and by extension, all Jews, have been afforded. It is the day we memorialize the 25,034 who lost their lives fighting for Jews to be a free people in our land, as well as the 5,100 civilian victims of terrorism. Of that, 760 soldiers and 834 civilians were added just last year, mostly on or after October 7th. On that day, we keep each of them and their stories in our collective memory. The day after, we celebrated Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day, and with it, the hope that comes with the next day. Each of these moments isn't just about counting. Yom HaShoah and Yom HaZikaron are about remembering and the hope that they lead to. This year we count, we remember, we pray and advocate for the 128 hostages of October 7th still in captivity. Our redemption is unfulfilled. We hurt, but we must count the hostages with the hope of knowing they will return alive. So how do we uphold the promise such as never forget? How do we make good on always remembering? How do we honor them, not on a single day, but every day, to make their sacrifice somehow worth it? How do we continue to have hope for those who aren't free and whose fate is still unknown? Beyond the counting, remembering, I think the answer is to live our best lives by not only espousing the principles on which the state of Israel was founded, but by also demonstrating them through our actions. For those who have fallen, by ensuring that their memory may be for a blessing. For the hostages, by praying, fighting for their safe return. These men and women on the screens are parents, grandparents, children, spouses, siblings, friends, neighbors, and teammates. During these hard times, we need to remain positive. While we think of them daily and hope for their return, we should take advantage of the moment to improve ourselves and figure a way to give back, to strengthen our communities and state, and then on occasions such as these, briefly pause to recognize them, to raise a glass in tribute to them, so that we may keep the stories of these people from vanishing into oblivion, to give ourselves a subtle reminder of just how fragile freedom and life truly are. Let's make the most of that opportunity. Even in our darkest moments, we are a people of hope for a better day. That is the promise of Hatikva. Even in the darkest of moments, we raise a glass of l'chaim for life. So with that, please stand. Raise them high. To our fallen heroes, we vow to honor your sacrifices by living life to the fullest and with integrity, to uphold the principles that make the state of Israel and our country here at home the best on earth. To those hurt and wounded, soldiers and civilians alike, who don't ask for our pity or sympathy, and if they had it their way, would be back with their units, teammates, family, and friends. We know it doesn't come without a cost, and that no one ever walks away unscathed. To all innocent civilians caught in the line of fire and their surviving families, our hearts go out to you. And finally, to the hostages and their families, we know you are paying the price We will never forget. We will never give up hope. We will not stop fighting for you, because until all Jews are free, no Jew is free. Thank you.